Well, how y'all doing? It's Thursday. We're trucking along towards that weekend. I can smell it in the air. The air still smells good. Looks like we're going to have a good weekend. How you like this shirt? Alpha Pride. That came to us from April Shortran. I hope I pronounced that right, dear. In San Francisco, California. And, well, she said it to me because she said that she admired my alpha voice and my American pride. And so Alpha Pride. Well, that's pretty neat. She's real nice. She's out there studying for her master's degree out there in San Francisco Bay Area out there. And we're proud to have her send us a shirt. You know, when I looked that up, there's also a band out there in San Francisco who's got that same name. As a matter of fact, that's their shirt. So, way to go, band. But we really appreciate it, April, and glad to have you in our little family here of people that have donated a shirt to this show, amongst other things. And so what's going on in Donnie Dick's world today? Oh, Lordy. Well, it ain't a good day if you pay attention to what's going on for several reasons. But the first reason I wanted to point out was how many of y'all got to see this morning on the TV President Obama with Angela Merkel in Berlin. Had a little meeting over there this morning, and I'll tell you what, those streets were packed as far back as you could see. And people were genuinely happy to see President Obama over there with Angela Merkel, who is now considered the leader of the free world. Ain't that something? Angela Merkel has taken over from the United States because our dick president now can't do anything else. He can't lead anybody. Hell, he can barely find a bathroom unless somebody tells him, I guess. And what's he doing? Well, he's over there giving a speech at NATO. Yeah. The NATO alliance met. And all those presidents and prime ministers from all the countries were there to express their solidarity with the NATO alliance. Yeah, did President Dickwad say anything about that? No. Did President Dickwad say anything about that we would stand with our allies in Europe? No, he didn't say any of that. What did he say? Give me some money. Give me some money. That's what he said. Because with Trump, it's all about the money. He proceeded to scold everybody. 23 out of the 28 nations of NATO aren't putting up their money. Well, I imagine there's lots of reasons for that. But none of them acceptable to Trump. Not a dime is acceptable. He wants all the money or piss on you. That's usually the message out of Donald Trump. Remember, he all during the campaign, oh, NATO's obsolete. NATO's no good anymore. Oh, and then as soon as he became president, it's not obsolete anymore. Why? Because you became president, dickwad? You just embarrass us left and right. There was no unity speech there. He's over there asking about, oh, I won't even ask what the cost of this building is behind me. You little prick. You're the last one that should be discussing the cost of that damn building behind you. You were there to unveil a monument for the 9/11 memorial. Yeah, you barely slid that shit in with your vile shit that you put out. Yeah. The EU over there, they put up a monument too. A piece of the Berlin Wall. That wall that was torn down because it was proven that walls don't work for shit. And Donnie boy just doesn't understand that. And he never will. Because for Donnie, it's all about the money. How much money he can make, how much money his family can make. That's all this is. His presidency is just a cash register. And it's embarrassing to the rest of the world. I see where the court did not uphold the travel ban. Nope. Shut it down again there, Trumpy boy. Your little Muslim ban crap ain't gonna fly. It never will fly. You never had anybody with a brain work on it. Oh, I just want to ban Muslims. Here, put that out there. Yeah, thank you, idiot. You can't get shit through Congress. And your ass is in a sling, buddy. I seen where the French president, Emmanuel Macron, won the French election. Yeah, Donald Trump didn't support him. Donald Trump supported that LeBron right-wing fanatical nut like Donald, like every other person that Donald supports was an asshole. or is an asshole. That's who Donnie Trump likes. And but old Manuel there, they sitting there talking between on the chairs there, and it came time for the handshake, and old Emmanuel Macron must have practiced up, learned about old Donald Trump's whole handshake shit. Remember when he shook the Prime Minister of Japan's hand, Abe or whatever his name was? Sitting there, and as soon as he let go of it, that old Japanese guy gave the old eye roll like, oh shit. Yeah, everybody knows about you, Donald. Same thing we all know about your stupid tie hanging down to your dick. It's disgusting the shit you do when you try to reach over and grab somebody, have an arm pull. Well, you bet your match this time, didn't you, little boy? Yeah, oh, Macron there, he reached out, grabbed your little puny-ass hand, them little tiny hands. Oh, Macron just squeezed it. You could see old Trump's knuckles turning white, and he tried to turn loose, and Macron just gave him a shove. Hell yeah, teach that little sucker how to make a handshake like a man. If you're going to act like that crap, we'll act back to you like that shit. I'd like to shake hands with Donald Trump. I'd jerk that sucker right over in my face, and then push right back on him, make him fall back on his ass, just so I could watch him fall on his butt. But there's a lot going on in Donnie's world. His health care, did y'all see the CBO report on that shit? Millions and millions and millions and millions and 20-something million individuals thrown off health care? Yeah, that's a good health care plan you got there, Donnie. It's called We Hope You Die. And that's what we're betting you die. And it's ridiculous. There's cutting in every social program there is. And Donnie Dick is, oh Lord, I seen this a minute ago, and they was up there arguing about when Bernie Sanders was asking that fella from Trump's team there, I forgot his name, about the estate tax. And how could they justify trying to repeal the estate tax when they're cutting every program, every social program we have? And, oh, well, that doesn't matter for this, and that doesn't count to that, we don't count that. Bullshit. People, that's what it is, the estate tax we've talked about before. Unless you're a multi-billionaire, it doesn't apply to you. If you're some moron in Alabama or Mississippi or Tennessee or Texas, and you think that your little piddly $1,000, $100,000 a year job is going to save you from the estate tax, you're in denial, baby, and you're in a fantasy land. It doesn't apply to you. It only applies to the upper 1% of this country. And Donald Trump is hell-bent on repealing the estate tax because it applies to him. He doesn't want to give the government. He never wanted to give this government a dime. He's never wanted to give America shit. All he wanted to do was take from this country. That's all he's ever done in this country from the time he started his business. Look back at the history of all his real estate deals back there in New York in the early days. The kind of crap he pulled to get the people to move out of their buildings so he could renovate them. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, we're going to be working on this front entrance for the next 5 years. You're going to have to walk around the back. Shit like that. Donald Trump will do any nasty thing he can to anybody. It doesn't matter because it's all about the money. All about the money. Anyway, what else is going on? Jeff Sessions. Are you shitting me? Our Attorney General is being faced with problems about he didn't fill out the forms right and he left out all them meetings with Russians. Russians again. Every stinking one of Trump's allies, every one of his compadres, all of his little group is tied up with Russia. Every one of them. And we're supposed to sit here and accept judgment from people like Jeff Sessions? Are you shitting me? The man is, that's Mr. Private Prisons. Jeff Sessions is Mr. Private Prisons because it's about business and it's about money. All of them damn Republicans, it's about money. But no, them private prisons, that's Jeff, talk about, how's this for a name? Michael Sabby. Yeah. He was picked up and put in jail. He was picked up and put in jail up there in Arkansas, but he's put in jail in Bowie County, Texas, at a tri-state correctional facility. It's a private prison. That's where they put him. And for 19 days, there's video of the guy calling for help for his medicine. He's asthmatic. He can't breathe. He's got high blood pressure. He's got problems. The man's got problems. He's got medication. He needs to take his medication. No. They just ignored him. Yeah, he died there. He died there in that jail because he didn't get his medicine. They have him on videotape I can't breathe, crawling across the floor while the guards watched. Next day, yeah, he's dead. Gee, what'd he die of? I don't know. Ignorance, maybe, on the part of a for-profit prison. That's what's the problem with those places is, people. It's about money. It's just like president. It's like everybody in that Republican Party. If it's not making money, kiss my ass. Screw you. So yeah, the guy died because he couldn't get his medication. Well, I guess he shouldn't have been locked up in the first place as far as the Republicans are concerned. That's who we're dealing with, people. They don't give a shit about this country. I seen where Lieberman withdrew his name from the FBI director of SWAT because of conflict of interest. You reckon, you asshole? Jeez, have we got anybody left up there in the State House that's worth a flip? I don't think so. I'm looking for them. I don't find them. I looked up at Montana, though. Well, there's a Republican for you. He don't like the question the reporter gives him. Well, he'll just slam him into a body slam on the deck and punch him. That's what, what's his name? Greg Gianforte, some shit like that, Republican up in Montana. Rob Quist is running against him. And I hope old Rob gets it, because we don't need an asshole like that. He don't like the question, and the question was about how come you vote for a health care program that threw millions of people off health care. He didn't like that question. None of them are going to like that question, because the public should be rightfully mad, because they give a shit. It's profit care in this country. That's all it's about. Profit care, and they're going to try to shove it through, but it ain't working, and it ain't going to work at all. Anyway, 3 major newspapers up there in Montana dumped his ass. Today is the election. Man, I hope that old Rob wins that shit, because we don't need that kind of crap up there. There was some other Republican up there in New England somewhere did that years ago, punched a reporter because of the question. But if you can't handle a simple question from a reporter, we don't need your stinking ass up in the White House, up in the Capitol building. We don't need your bullshit. Find a job. Go to WWE wrestling or something if you want to pull that kind of shit. You're not a politician. You're just an asshole. So Montana, get rid of his shit. Y'all don't need him anyway. I don't see anything up there, people. It's all down to what we want to live with, what we want to put up with in our house, in our White House, in our Congress, in the halls outside when reporters ask them questions. No, we don't want people that's just going to punch the reporter. We don't need anybody that's just going to say, oh, that's fake news every time news happens about them. If they don't like the story, oh, that's fake news, or they'll punch you in the mouth. Anything but the truth with them Republicans. And that's what's bothering this country, and that's what we have to get rid of them for. Clean house with every damn one of them. Not a one of them will stand up and defend the values of this country. That we all are created equal. That we are all included in the Constitution. And all included in the Bill of Rights. Everybody. Color doesn't matter. Sexual preference doesn't matter. Sexual identity, which is different than sexual... Oh, them people piss me off. They don't know the difference between sexual desires and sexual identity. They really don't. They just hear the word sexual. And then they go nuts. So just kiss off of that bullshit. Anyway, our still heart is still pounding for Manchester. And now they won't even... Their law enforcement doesn't want to talk to our law enforcement anyway, because there's too many leaks everywhere. Donnie boy! Yeah, everybody wants to tell their shit on you. There ain't nobody wants to be standing up for your ass. Anyway, Blue Dots around the world, around the country, stand strong. We're making progress every day, and they're losing every day. So let's just rub it in a little bit more every day. Y'all have a good one. Like, share, and subscribe. YouTube channel, John Bertavoa, Blue Dot in Texas. That's what I am. Starting to get a few trolls on YouTube. Must mean we're hitting a few buttons over there. That's good. I don't mind pissing a few people off. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Let's get this thing done. Let's get him out of our house. Let's sweep this whole disgusting chapter out of our history and never let it repeat itself again. On that note, y'all take it easy. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.